views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network as she provides energetic shifts and consistent results in every area of life, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success. Many people who shift out of limiting beliefs roar with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. The truth is funny. Shift happens. Feel instant relief. Stay tuned for more fun and release struggle and suffering. And now, here's your host, Colette Stefan.
This is Colette Marie Stefan. Welcome to The Truth is Funny on Transformation Talk Radio. Stay tuned for the next hour to experience the instant relief of using your intuition to solve life's most challenging problems. Shift happens every Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific time, live on the airways, and also in the archives at thetruthisfunny.com, transformationtalkradio.com, and transformationradio.fm. The energetic shifts are still accessible through what I call HSN, the Higher Self Network, if you are listening later. It is my pleasure to share life-transforming information and provide you with an opportunity to call in and delete energetic weaknesses to shift challenges into possibilities. We do love to hear from you. Feel free to call in 1-800-930-2819. On today's show, I have a special guest that I've been really interested to interview here. I have Samaria, and we are going to be talking about finding your personal power. Samaria is the most experienced, fully accredited, licensed Chakradance facilitator in the Calgary, Alberta area. She's from my stomping grounds in Canada, and she uses her intuition to facilitate counseling to those in need. She also has many years of experience in the addiction, mental health, and disability fields. Samaria, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Yes, it's such a pleasure. I know that you came to me through Gail Stamp, and Gail is what would we say, ambitious, powerful woman. She started the New Earth Expo, and that is in Calgary, Alberta, and it's your complete body, mind, spirit connection, bringing you the very best of eco-friendly, holistic alternative medicine and spiritual lifestyles. And the Calgary, Alberta show is on September 29th to October 1st. It's at the Stampede Park in the Big Four building in Hall B. And then there's also in Red Deer in Westerner Park on October 13th to 15th. Are you going to be at both of those, Samaria?
I'm just going to be at the Calgary show. At
the Calgary show. Okay, yes. So cool. So that people know they can go see you there, and it's so good to have you on the show. Would you like to just tell us a little bit about yourself? Because I went to your website and looked you up, and I thought, now this is a very interesting woman. And she likes to dance.
I'm a dancer, yes. Well, what about myself? I am Métis origin. I was actually born in Texas, and I've gone back and forth between Canada and the United States for years. I've had a very, let's say, interesting past. At one time, I was a professional belly dancer. I danced all over Canada, United States, and the Middle East.
Wow. Did you?
Yes.
Where did you did you dance in Vancouver ever?
No, I didn't dance in Vancouver. No, that's one place I didn't hit.
Yeah, a lot of my sisters here in Kelowna, British Columbia, are belly dancers. So we like to dance. So I just thought maybe you had danced with some of them possibly.
Dancing is a beautiful way to get out your stress, your tension, and just become one with your body. It's a beautiful practice.
Yeah, and I find for myself, if you don't know what to do, dance.
Yes.
Naked if possible. No.
Always.
But it really does. It gets all the, and you do chakra dance. Do you want to explain what chakra dance is?
Chakradance is a dance practice that uses guided and moving meditation. It uses sacred space, and it goes through the chakras. So each workshop it can deal with all 7 of chakras, or it can deal with one chakra in particular. And it is done in a darkened room with eyes closed. Is what we want to do. We want you to listen to the music and listen to what I'm saying during the dance portion. And I kind of almost put you into a trance. It's a journeying aspect. And I take you on a journey to heal yourself. And in healing, I heal your mind, body, and soul. And at the very end, we have a Mandela art section where you take what has happened during the experience of the workshop and you put it down on paper into the sacred circle, which is what Mandela means.
I love that. I have been working on a oracle deck of dragons for over a decade now. Yes. And I generally pick one. And today, Unfettered wants to show up along with, she's the heart chakra dragon.
Oh.
And she's unfettered. So I don't know, she seems to really want to resonate with you. And I'm also just started another one. Her name is Harmony. And she is the throat chakra dragon. So she's kind of saying, yeah, I like this too. And she's kind of doing the happy feet, like Kat do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the chakra, do you want to because some people may not know what chakras are. Do you want to just explain that to people?
Chakras from East Indian philosophy. It's very, very old, and it's not a religion. Some people think it's a religion, but it's not. It's a philosophy. And it's a philosophy that is also found in South America, Aboriginal culture. So it is the actual philosophy of it is actually found around the world. And chakra means spinning wheel, because we're all made up of energy. And we actually have many of these chakras in our body. Some are minor, some are major. When most people talk about chakras, though, they talk about the 7 main chakras that are in the main body. And they all correspond to different aspects of the mind, body, and spirit. So when one works on opening, balancing, and aligning the chakras, they align the energy field so that the physical body benefits.
Yeah, and you can feel it right away when I talk a lot about the chakras in my book and in seminars and that and that's what I have I'm part of my dragon series is the 7 chakras that you mentioned. And when people dance, I find that dancing is one of the best ways. And I kind of think of chakras, I sort of explain them to people they're kind of like an antenna,
yes,
that is picking up information from externally and then also internally. And when we get those chakras in alignment, what happens is the meridians flow through our body better, our mind quiets, our body functions, the systems function with more ease. And what I love about the dance is, getting those lower chakras going by moving the hips in circular motions. That's what I love the most about belly dancing. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we come back from the break. You are listening to The Truth is Funny on Transformation Talk Radio with Colette Marie Stefan and my guest today, Samaria. And when we return, we're going to continue talking about the different kinds of dance that you do. And we are taking calls. We do already have a caller, and we'll take that call when we come back also. 1-800-930-2819. We'll be right back to make some shift happen.
What if your body and mind were the compasses to the secrets, mysteries, and magic of life? Glenna Rice, co-host of The Questionable Parents, is inviting you to access all that is possible. Glenna is a 10-year certified veteran access consciousness facilitator who offers an amazing variety of life-changing classes and workshops. Work with Glenna from anywhere, with teleclasses and workshops all over the globe. To learn more and see Glenna's current schedule of events, classes, and workshops, visit glennarice.com.
What is a brilliant culture, and how do we create them? Why are they important? Claudette Rowley has created a breakthrough 5-step process to help you align your culture with your business strategy for exceptional results. Looking for a culture that drives organizational excellence? Listen to Cultural Brilliance Radio, the second and fourth Friday of each month at 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern on Transformation Talk Radio. To learn more or work with Claudette, visit culturalbrilliance.com.
Wow. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. This is Talk Radio to Thrive By. I'm telling you, I got to pinch myself some days, because when each of us gets called to do something that we so not thought was in our wheelhouse to do for a purpose that's so much greater than us, we get to show up and shine.
If you would like to show up and shine on the Dr. Pat Show as a co-host or sponsor, send us an email to inspire@thedrpatshow.com.
Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This hit show will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. Visit thetruthисfunny.com.
1230 WPLQ.
We're back on The Truth is Funny with Colette Marie Stefan and my guest today, Samaria. And Samaria, before we continue, can you just share your contact information with everyone?
Sure. My website is www.samariaspiritual.guru. My email is samaria@samariaspiritual.guru. My phone number is 403-836-1164.
Awesome. And I understand that you wanted to share a gift with the caller. Do you want to tell us what that gift is?
Sure. Anybody that's in the Calgary area or that wants to fly in, if you want.
I want to.
I'm willing to give all the callers and all the listeners of the program a free class with me.
Wow. It's really generous of you. So thank you. Brian, it appears of someone who's been patiently waiting to call in.
That's right.
Do we have someone on the phone?
Yes, we do. We have Joanna from England. Welcome to the program, Joanna. What can Colette and Samaria do for you today?
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hi.
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 Hi again.
How are things in England?
I don't know. Actually, they're a bit bumpy. People are, watching the news and they're into this and that. And I'm just like watching this and, waiting to see what's going to happen.
Okay. So you'll have to fill me in. What's on the news? I haven't had a TV in 10 years, so I don't get stressed out about this stuff.
Yeah. Well, see, there's Brexit coming, and and the little things that are happening in the country.
You're in England, right?
Yes. See, the thing is, in my house, that I don't like watching news. I never liked it, and I never liked watching TV. But my husband, he's a lover of news and TV, and it's like, so
okay.
Whether I want it or not,
here's something we're just going to
Hello.
Okay, so I have a suggestion for you. That's what headsets are for.
Oh yes.
So is this what's bothering you? Is that you're just feeling things are out of control there in the country?
No. This is not a concern of mine.
Okay, so...
Well, I'm actually calling for my daughter this time. It's...
Okay.
Well, yeah, it is connected to the dance and singing and things that you are just talking about. She's going to a class that she chose, and then she's got some problems with dancing with others. She can't keep up. She doesn't remember the steps, and also sometimes she can't repeat the tune the way she wants. And this is her concern, that she's she would like to.
Okay, so when because we're going to shift your daughter through you.
Yes.
What we're going to do is we're going to just get a baseline from you from 0 to 10. Where are you right now? 10 being the worst. When you think about your daughter not feeling good about dancing, that's what it's coming up as. Where are you on that scale?
I think I'm
6.
I'm
okay.
Pretty low. It's no. I'm pretty low, I think. I don't really feel.
Okay. I thought you said 6. Okay,
there's
so
some connection problems.
Cutting in and out a bit here. So
Yes.
Yeah. What I'm going to do, Samaria, what would you suggest for someone who is having trouble dancing in this way, like feeling like they're not good enough, or like they're,
Well, dance is a form of self-expression. And for me, I was involved in ballet and in many forms of dance that involved learning the steps and doing those things. And it wasn't for me. So what I got involved in is things like Chakradance, Shamanic Dance, ecstatic dance, where I just moved to the music and moved how I wanted to move. There was no dance steps. It was just a form of self-expression that I used music. And I found that way more appealing for myself. And it helped me way better than dance that included certain steps that I had to memorize.
Yeah, and one of the things that if a person is dancing and they do, and you are dancing with a group, what I'm picking up here is just dancers, belly dancers, they're kind of divas, and so it's kind of like the shifting I'm getting for your daughter energetically. I agree with Samaria totally, like that this ability to just move your body and just to be dancing like that is very powerful, but also I've also danced with troops and really feeling that having the choreography and working with other people with dance. And I found that singing the words helps, because if you keep the left brain happy because it's doing something and someone's singing, then they can't if your left brain's happy because you're singing, then your right brain gets to be free. That usually helps a bit. And energetically, we just want to strengthen her to claim the stage. And so it's kind of like when you step on the stage, even if for me, when I was having challenges and difficulties with going out and speaking about this, I was very bullied in school when I was younger. So I was scared to get up and speak in public. I never had done it, but I really wanted to share this information. So I went to dance. I went to belly dance. And then I ended up dancing choreography with these other dancers. And what I found really helped me a lot, empowered me, was to energetically get into a place where I was claiming the stage. And what I mean by that is, like, when you walk onto the stage, one of the things that I tell people, turn your toes in like a duck, your feet in like a duck, put some strength into your spine, put your tongue on the roof of your mouth, and you right away, because it connects you with your governing governing meridian, and this channel will help calm you. Like it's like an instant connection to the flow in the universe. And so when people on a stage, it's important to take that 2 or 3 seconds to be able to ground yourself and to sort of claim the space and to allow yourself to feel the strength inside your body. So I would suggest that for her. And also what I found very helpful, because some people, the way they learn is if you watch video of the dance, but you get the instructor to do it from behind so that you're not trying to transfer the left to right, but you're just following the steps. And it's like, you can follow better when you have the person's back to you. And so just getting a videotape of that and doing that really is empowering. And so we just want to strengthen all her experiences also of not feeling good enough. I mean, it's so funny how people are, even when we're trying, we're learning something new. In these days, it's kind of like we're expected to be good at everything right away. And that kind of takes the fun out of it. And really, everybody's good at dance anyway, right, Samaria?
Yes.
Like there is no bad at dance. You can't dance wrong. It's just the choreography. And I'm getting sometimes people's body is fighting it because like you said, Samaria, people want to dance one way, but the choreography is telling them to go the other. And as soon as you have steps that you have to follow and timing with that steps, what happens is your left brain gets engaged and it starts saying, oh, you did that wrong. No. And so we just strengthen her to quiet that voice down and try these few steps out. How does that feel to you, Joanna?
Yes, I agree completely. It's just, it's like a musical theater. So she says, oh, dancing is not my thing. And then she likes singing, but there's a lot of different things within one group. And there's, and sometimes she feels like a bit disempowered. But I agree with you, yes. And it's like, well, it was her choice.
So let's strengthen all of the dancers. Like the people she's dancing with, let's strengthen them to sisterhood.
Yes.
We're not in competition. We are expressing ourselves together as a group. How does that feel to you, Joanna?
Yeah. Well, it feels good.
There, good. And thank you for calling in. And and I would like Samaria said, I would also encourage her to dance at home or in other arenas where there is no choreography and there isn't other to dance alone. And just I love the idea, Samaria, that you said of dancing in the dark.
Yes.
Because you really can feel the music then. And we have to take a quick break here, but when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about this. Thank you for calling in, Joanna. I am Colette Marie Stefan, and you are listening to The Truth is Funny. You can connect with me at thetruthisfunny.com and also from at Tails, Tails, from the Vector.com. The energy correcting cards I have and paintings are available there. If you're interested in a painting, we had a bit of a problem with the producer's website, and so you can contact me directly at info at thetruthisfunny.com, and I can help you with that if you wanted to order a painting until we can rectify that situation. So we'll be right back after this short break, and we will talk some more about dancing and having fun dancing, right, Samaria?
Yes.
And being in power and having it empower you. So we'll be right back after this short break.
Chris Stanis is a spiritual leader and healer and teaches a course on how you can transform your life through a meditation and healing system that will manifest your spirit's dreams. She manifested the Women of Wisdom Conference, the Women of Wisdom book, and this radio show. And she can show you how to change your life too. Are you ready? Visit the website and contact her at voicesofwomentoday.com. That's voicesofwomentoday.com.
Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This hit show will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. Visit thetruthисfunny.com.
Tune in to the hit show Mouthing Off with Chef Rossi. Chef Rossi mouths off about different subjects in pursuit of breaking down walls and opening up your minds. She and Dr. Pat banter back and forth, taking from the headlines of the day on subjects that reach beyond what goes on in the world into your hearts. And go to theragingskillet.com to find out more and let Chef Rossi know what's on your mind. Get ready to experience Truth Talk Radio with host Deb Acker. Tune in to Truth Talk Radio each Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com to illuminate the truth in your daily life as you experience life, love, and abundance from a whole new perspective. This hit show will leave you feeling lighter and bring you into a place of infinite possibilities every day in every way. Visit TruthTalkRadioshow.com for upcoming transformative topics and guests.
What is a brilliant culture, and how do we create them? Why are they important? Claudette Rowley has created a breakthrough 5-step process to help you align your culture with your business strategy for exceptional results. Looking for a culture that drives organizational excellence? Listen to Cultural Brilliance Radio, the second and fourth Friday of each month at 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern on Transformation Talk Radio. To learn more or work with Claudette, visit culturalbrilliance.com.
Wow. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. This is Talk Radio to Thrive By. I'm telling you, I got to pinch myself some days because when each of us gets called to do something that we so not thought was in our wheelhouse to do for a purpose that's so much greater than us, we get to show up and shine.
If you would like to show up and shine on the Dr. Pat Show as a co-host or sponsor, send us an email to inspire@thedrpatshow.com.
This is Colette Marie Stefan. You're listening to The Truth is Funny. I have Samaria on the air with me today. Samaria, we were just talking with one of the listeners here about her daughter and feeling not good enough at dance. And do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, so many people, their ego gets in the way. And it's really sad because people, when they're dancing, they want to be better than the next person. They want to look physically better than the person next to them. And dance is not about that. Dance is finding freedom, finding beauty in your movement, in your body, so that it frees the soul and the spirit. And when you get past that ego, when you look within and turn your eyes off, then you can find the incredibleness of this aspect.
And you know, you said that we were talking during the break about how how grounding is important. Do you want to give your version of that? I gave mine.
Well, I have always had a very strong anxiety problem in front of people. So for me, whenever I would dance, it was so important to me to sit before and just relax and get rid of that excess energy by sending it into the earth and by just feeling centered. Because when I'm not centered, when I'm not grounded, when I don't feel good about myself, I can't get out there and I get nervous. And when I'm nervous, I can't do a good job at what I'm doing. So
yeah,
you can use that in all aspects of your life in whatever you do.
Yeah, and you know, I have a new program out now, and I'm going to be having another Layer 1 seminar, and I compare it to the Dance of Veils. You know, each layer in my program is letting go of another layer. And my program is called Call to Dance. And we actually have a free demo on the Friday night, and that will be on September 22nd in the Kelowna area. And you can go to my website at thetruthisfunny.com to find out more information. But I do a free demo, free energetic shifting, and then we go out dancing after. and then on September 29th, I'm going to have my layer 2. And so two weekends in a row, I will be having that going on. And as I said, we go after the demo, we go out to one of the local bars here that has live music. And, we drink water because we found that watching the other people, one of the ways a lot of people try to ground themselves or get the courage to get up and dance is by drinking, one more beer and then I'll get up and dance. People do not look good when they're drunk dancing. Have you noticed that?
Oh my God. I have been there myself, and no, it was not a good experience.
It reminds me of the Seinfeld episode with where she's dancing. But anyway, that's from long ago. I wanted to know, when on your website you talk about that you were going through some very challenging, difficult times in your life, and that that there was an event that happened for you that changed your outlook as being like a victim to being empowered. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yes. I had extreme mental health problems at one point. They were going to put me in a long-term facility. I was on disability for years because I could not work. I had extreme addiction problems, specifically crack. I was a very lost individual. I was very unhappy. I sought solace in prescription medications that were given to me by my doctor, and my life was not good. And all of a sudden, I was in this horrible space, and one night I actually tried to kill myself. And I made that decision at that point in my life. I was either going to live or I was going to die. And I was not going to continue living as I had, because it was no life. And
this is interesting. I just want to throw in an energetic shift here for people, because I've been getting a lot of calls from people, that are feeling sort of the way you just described.
Yes.
And there's a lot happening on the planet right now. And, the caller that called in said, the concern about Brexit and the concern about the economy and what's going on in the world. And we just want to strengthen for everybody that, if you're energetically in alignment with living well.
Yes.
And also with not living well, so that you don't draw not living well experiences to you, and then dying well and not dying well. Because a lot of people, I just saw yesterday, I was very saddened to see that one of my clients, a beautiful young woman, a holistic doctor, amazing, beautiful soul, passed, on the 24th. And, and from my experience, when people pass over, it's their, it's their time. Having said that, if we're strong to living well, not living well, dying well, not dying well, then we tend to attract living well, because that's our natural state. Our natural state is when we're in our centered, as you said, our natural state is to be in harmony, to be unfettered, to come from the heart and to take joy in nature and all of that. And so what was the event that, what inspired you finally to step into doing this work and to shift your life in a strong way?
Well, I saw my life as very negative, and I was so unhappy. And so I started, I went to a yoga class. That's how it all started. I went to a yoga class.
I love yoga.
I was into it for the physical aspects. And then I started reading about what was behind yoga, the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, and all this philosophy. And it started my spiritual journey. And I found how empowering it was, how beautiful it was. And then I became like so thirsty for this knowledge, and I still can't get enough of it. I look at cultures all over the world. I'm into shamanism right now. And because of my experience of shamanism, I rewrote my story from one of self-pity and sadness to one of power and finding myself and looking at myself as the beautiful person I am.
Thank you. Thank you for expressing that so beautifully, because this is what a lot of people are so mean to themselves, so judgmental of themselves. They'll say things to themselves that they would never say to another person, because it would be too mean. And, it's inspiring to see that, for you to take this path. Do you want to talk a little bit about your shamanic dance?
The shamanic dance, when in the Aboriginal culture, when you dance, you're praying to the universe. Every step you take is a prayer to the universe. And we use music, and we use the drumming, and we look at the aspects of the four elements, and we go into a process where we dance with our power animals, where we dance with the spirit of the divine or God, whatever you want to call it. And it's a whole process of becoming one with the mind, body, and soul, and integrating everything so that when you're done, it's so freeing and you feel so much better about yourself.
That's awesome. You have a very eloquent, beautiful way of expressing this. And also you can feel the passion that you love doing what you do. And so if people want to see Samaria doing what she loves doing, you can go to the New Earth Expo. And as I said, this is your complete body, mind, spirit connection in Calgary, Alberta. And it is September 29th to October 1st. Gail Stamp is the soul behind this one. And you can also go to Red Deer, Alberta, October 13th to 15th. You won't be at that one, Samaria, but there is also an Earth Expo there, and some of the other people that have been on the radio show recently have been will be at that one also. And I just wanted to say also for Brexit, I saw, for those of you who are concerned, I saw on Facebook a poster that was really cute. It said, Mr. Cat, can you please give your advice on what to do about Brexit? And the cat said, yes, I would go to the door and I would insist on leaving. And then I would just sit there once they opened the door. And so, spoken like a true cat. We'll be right back after this short break. You're listening to The Truth is Funny. We'll be right back after this short break.
Did you know that all of the shows on the Transformation Radio Network are available as podcasts to stream or download?
Really?
Check us out. Go to transformationradio.fm. We have business shows, spiritual shows, energy healing shows, and pretty much everything in between. Something for everyone, guaranteed to inspire, educate, and transform. We are transforming the world, one listener at a time.
Awareness is universal. Establishing a living awareness through meditation brings peaceful, healthy, and creative well-being into your everyday life. The practice of living awareness, Spiritfire's own meditation practice, is built on this belief and is designed for every level of practitioner. Each year, Spiritfire hosts living awareness meditation retreats that allow you to explore the practice in depth at our retreat center in beautiful Western Massachusetts. Introduce yourself to meditation and the practice at the Foundation's retreat. Attend, in silence, a silent meditation retreat focused on mindfulness, presence, and nature, or be engaged with the meditation sittings themselves at the Deepening Retreat. Start adding to your awareness and attend a meditation retreat designed to cultivate consciousness in your everyday life. For details on attending a Living Awareness meditation retreat, visit upcoming events at www.spiritfire.com.
Chris Stanis is a spiritual leader and healer and teaches a course on how you can transform your life through a meditation and healing system that will manifest your spirit's dreams. She manifested the Women of Wisdom Conference, the Women of Wisdom book, and this radio show. And she can show you how to change your life too. Are you ready? Visit the website and contact her at voicesofwomentoday.com. That's voicesofwomentoday.com.
Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This hit show will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. Visit TheTruthIsFunny.com.
Tune in to the hit show Mouthing Off with Chef Rossi. Chef Rossi mouths off about different subjects in pursuit of breaking down walls and opening up your minds. She and Dr. Pat banter back and forth, taking from the headlines of the day on subjects that reach beyond what goes on in the world into your hearts. And go to theragingskillet.com to find out more and let Chef Rossi know what's on your mind.
Get ready to experience Truth Talk Radio with host Deb Acker. Tune in to Truth Talk Radio each Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com to illuminate the truth in your daily life as you experience life, love, and abundance from a whole new perspective. This hit show will leave you feeling lighter and bring you into a place of infinite possibilities every day in every way. Visit TruthTalkRadioshow.com for upcoming transformative topics and guests.
1230 WPLQ.
This is Colette Marie Stefan. You are listening to The Truth is Funny on Transformation Talk Radio, and I have Samaria here. We're talking about dance. And speaking of dance, I just wanted to say that Cindy Lee Wilson Yelland and I will be again at the Holistic Fair on June 5th, or that's June the 18th, actually. On the Sunday, we will be there with the dragon cards, and we will be doing readings and shifting some energy there. And I'm also having another Float Your Boat. That is my talus shifting call, and that is available. You can go to my website, thetruthисfunny.com. That will be on 7 to 9, June 15th, Thursday. And this month, I'm following the Zodiac, and we are shifting energy for each month and working with people to facilitate getting where they want to go. And so you can see that, and you can purchase them separately, or you can purchase the entire year and get a discount. So I just wanted to mention that, and I wanted to now ask Samaria, because I wanted to ask you, what is your experience of dancing and how it helps people, how it empowers them?
I find that I have had some amazing experiences doing teaching dance. And I've actually had people at the end of the workshop actually tell me they are now able to talk about things that they could never talk about before. It opens themselves, because we are an integrated system. We are mind, body, and spirit. And if we lack one of them, then we lack the synergy that is involved in us. And what dance does is it incorporates everything. So it is so important to do and to get over that aspect of I have to dance better than somebody else, because that's not is what it is about. It is about the beauty in your body.
I love that. And, like, as I said, I was so scared to, speak in public, but so I signed up for belly dance. And I thought, if I can belly dance, then I can go and speak, Yes. And when I first started, within a year, I did my first solo performance. And I was at a bar and I was doing a solo on the stage there. And, my knees were shaking so bad, people told me I had that I had an awesome, I can't remember the word now. It went out of my head.
Shimmy?
Shimmy, there we go. But honestly, it was just that my knees were shaking so bad. I was lucky it went in time to the music. And what I love about the dance also is I find, especially for women, the circular motions are really good for the hips and the way the female body is built, men too. But for women, a lot of the time, women work out in the gym or, do physical exercise that kind of is geared more for the male body. And I find that when women do a lot of dancing, like especially like the kind that you're talking about, the expression, that the body shapes differently. Have you noticed that?
Well, using the hips in that area of the body, what it does is it opens up the sacral chakra, which is the feminine chakra, which governs the womb area. And as women, we need to find our power. We need to empower ourselves. It's not about body shaming. It's about body beautiful. And when we open up those areas, we find women are natural healers. We are the ones that create life, so we need to get in touch with ourselves.
And also for manifesting in the third dimensional world, a lot of people are not aware that the sacral chakra, I mean, yes, I used my womb twice, to produce babies.
Yes.
And I've also used my womb or my sacral chakra energy to produce seminars, to produce beautiful paintings, to all these other creations. Do you want to just talk a little bit about that?
Well, the sacral chakra is one of the centers of creativity. And when we open up that area, we find ourselves so creative and so creativity can be done through anything, whatever job you have, whatever aspect you have in life, you are creative in it. It's all a process. And it is so beautiful because we have been given this beautiful gift and we need to nurture it and use it in every aspect of our life.
And I love how you're also using color and, like how you said, like after the dance over, how you actually express, allow expression. Do you want to tell me a little bit what comes out of that?
Well, when mandala means magic circle in Sanskrit. And when people sit down and they let everything out of their brain onto the paper, the images they produce, the colors they use, it all, like, when they look at it and they meditate on it after, they actually start seeing things that they didn't realize were there.
And this is so powerful. I've done studying on art therapy and different things like that. And what I've discovered, and I discovered this very early when I was sharing this information, I used to actually bring crayons, and they were Buzz Lightyear because I infinite potential, and Tinkerbell crayons for people to take notes with when they were at my seminars, but it kind of drove them crazy. And now, 11 years later, full circle, here I am, and I'm working on these new manuals for call dance, and I'm so excited. I am very close to having my first manual ready probably in the next couple weeks if I have no more computer issues. And I've been working on this, and Will Hatch and I are working on this, and it is a coloring book. And I thought, this is brilliant. I just love it. And I sort of brought out one at my first seminar here back in March, and people loved it. And it was an awesome way for them to understand the sacred geometry and how nature works. And so I love what you're doing. I think you're amazing. And I want to thank you for being on the show. And do you have any last thing you would like to say to people? You've got about a minute.
Okay. What I would like to say is, everybody remember, you are not your label. You are not what's going on in your brain. Yes, we have negative thoughts. Everybody does. That's our darkness. Put your arms around yourself, give yourself a big hug, and love your darkness and your light, because everything is in balance. Yin and yang, feminine and masculine, darkness and light.
Thank you so much. That was so beautifully said once again. It's been such a pleasure to have you on the show. I want to thank everybody listening in, and Joanna for calling in. And Brian, thank you for being such a wonderful producer. And Pat for giving us all the opportunity to have Transformation Talk Radio so we can talk about these awesome subjects. We will be back next Wednesday at 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. Bye for now.
You've been listening to The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan. Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Stefan each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network as she provides energetic shifts and consistent results in every area of life, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. The Truth is Funny. Visit thetruthisfunny.com for more information. That's thetruthisfunny.com.